In the 1930s to early 1950s, beauty wasn't judged by the face, it was judged by the ankle. Across America and Europe, women stood in lines while judges examined their ankles for grace and femininity. It sounds absurd now, but for that moment in time, elegance began at the ground, and a single turn of the ankle could crown a queen. In 1933, a fearless team of British aviators took flight over Mount Everest, the first humans to ever conquer its skies. With oxygen running low and freezing winds biting at their wings, they captured breathtaking photographs from above the world's highest peak. It wasn't just a flight, it was humanity rising beyond its limits. The turn of the century, a quiet man named James Gillingham was crafting miracles by hand. In 1900, he built lifelike prosthetic limbs using wood and leather, restoring hope and dignity to those who had lost theirs. Long before modern technology, his creations didn't just replace what was gone, they rebuilt lives. The year was 1890. In the Austrian Alps, vibrant photochromes of Tyrol captured mountains and valleys in colors no one had seen before. Long before digital cameras, these images brought landscapes to life with astonishing clarity, a glimpse of serenity frozen in early color magic. Venice Beach, 1970s. The sun, the rhythm, the freedom. Roller skaters glided across the boardwalk, spinning and laughing under California skies. It wasn't just skating, it was rebellion on wheels, a culture of self-expression born from music, sunshine, and style. In 1941, John Vachon wandered the streets of Chicago with his camera. He captured workers, dreamers, and survivors, people bound by grit and determination. His candid photographs painted a city not of steel and smoke, but of heart and humanity. Between 1950 and 1970, a macabre spectacle toured across Europe, dead whales on display. Massive carcasses were preserved and hauled from city to city, drawing fascinated crowds despite the unbearable stench. These haunting images remind us just how far human curiosity can go and how strange our definition of entertainment once was. 1914 Germany. 3 young farmers, dressed in their finest suits, walk proudly toward a village dance. Photographer August Sander captures their confidence, unaware that war is about to shatter their world. That single frame holds the innocence of youth, moments before it vanished forever. In 1902, French artist Albert Bergeret imagined the women of the future. His postcards showed women as pilots, scientists, and leaders, decades before those roles existed. He didn't just create art, he envisioned equality long before society dared to believe in it. Between 1938 and 1943, photographers documented rural Puerto Rico in its rawest form. Dusty roads, wooden homes, and faces hardened by work yet illuminated by pride. Amid poverty and hardship, these images reveal strength that never broke and a spirit that refused to fade. 1981. A tourist photo, or so it seemed. Pablo Escobar, the world's most feared drug lord, stood smiling with his family outside the White House. A man hunted by nations, posing steps away from the seat of American power. Arrogance, audacity, or simply a photo that defied logic? Either way, it became one of history's boldest images. 1918. The world gasped for breath. The Spanish flu pandemic swept across continents, and masks became as common as fear itself. On streets, in schools, and on trains, faces were covered, voices muffled. These old photographs remind us that history repeats itself, often with chilling familiarity. 1955. Tragedy by the sea. A couple stands on a California beach, waves crashing behind them. Moments earlier, their child had vanished into the ocean. The photograph captured no faces, no tears, only grief in posture and silence. It remains one of the most haunting images ever taken. From 1945 to 1959, Genevieve Naylor turned her lens toward post-war fashion. Her photographs shimmered with life-bright dresses, bold colors, and women rediscovering joy after years of loss. Each frame wasn't just about fashion, it was about rebirth. Between 1858 and 1872, Lewis Carroll photographed a young girl named Alice Liddell, the real Alice in Wonderland. Behind every image lies the spark that inspired one of literature's greatest tales. Her innocent gaze became the doorway to a world of imagination that would never fade. 1957, Hollywood. Sophia Loren hosts a dinner party. Jane Mansfield arrives, in a dress that left nothing to the imagination. When she sat down beside Sophia, the world's most famous side-eye was born. One glance, one moment, and a photograph that defined Hollywood scandal forever. The 1960s, the age of the madmen. Sharp suits, slick hair, cigarettes, and swagger. Advertising wasn't just a job, it was identity, power, and art. These photographs captured an era when confidence was currency, and style was everything. 1913, a time when America was still figuring things out. Parcel post had just begun, and parents found a shocking loophole. They could mail their children. With stamps pinned to their clothes, infants were handed to mail carriers safely delivered to relatives miles away. Between 1900 and 1935, the first deep-sea divers looked like men from another planet. Heavy brass helmets, thick air hoses, and lead boots, every descent was a risk between life and death. But they did it anyway, uncovering a world no human had ever seen. 1929, the R-100 airship. They called it the Flying Hotel. Cabins, lounges, and silver service dinners all floating above the clouds. It was elegance in motion, the dream of luxury travel before airplanes ruled the skies. Though the airship era ended, its photographs still whisper of a future that almost was. From the bizarre to the breathtaking, these moments remind us how fragile, bold, and unpredictable the human story truly is. Each photograph a window to who we were and a reflection of who we've become. If you found this journey as fascinating as we did, hit like, drop a comment below, and subscribe for more stories that bring the past back to life. Until next time, keep looking closer.